Good morning everyone and welcome to Wednesday's live stroll with Azra. It is not a pleasant morning this morning. It is raining fairly steadily. Currently about 14 degrees, so warm enough for shorts still, but obviously got the rain jacket on. So yeah, I'm hoping we don't get too wet this morning. Always said, come rain or shine, we will be out. So yeah, it's just a steady, quite heavy rain, which was forecast, but if I'm honest with you, I'd forgotten. It was only when I came down to let both of them out, I heard it on the conservatory and I thought, oh God, here we go. Anyway, we are out. So what is everyone's plans for the day? Just normal work day, is it? School day, leisure day? What is happening? So yeah, for me it is just a normal work day today. Reasonably busy day coming up. And then James has got football training tonight where they've been asked to turn up in their full kit. Now if this weather persists, it's laughable because they'll turn up and then obviously have to do training. Come on, Azra. Have to do training with their full kits on. And then they've got a match on Saturday. So it's all going to have to go straight in the washing machine because of this weather that we've got this morning, and it's going to be like this throughout the day, I believe. So slightly poor planning. I was going to say something else then, but I'll refrain from my language. Slightly poor planning, to be fair. They've had plenty of time to do this over the last few weeks, to be fair, and then they're choosing the day that's peeing down the rain. So onwards and upwards. And then you got Liverpool on the box tonight, and they're playing Atletico Madrid on BT Sport. So I will sit down and watch that, and maybe we'll see the new forward make his debut tonight. £125 million striker. I always say in these situations, the player doesn't make the price, the clubs make the price. So you do feel sorry for a player that's got that to live up to. But 125 million quid, that's a lot of dollar, isn't it? A lot of money. Anyway, that is basically me set up, for the day. I've got to go to the doctor's, haven't I, as well, later, actually, yeah. Got to go from, I've got a little bit of a lump on my thumb. Nothing, I think, to worry about. It's been there ages, but it's just becoming a bit more irritable. So I just want to get it checked out. Plus, I did have an episode of gout last year, after coming back from Egypt, actually. And I don't think the leg is ever completely healed. So I'm going to get that checked out as well, just get their opinion on it, because they couldn't find anything other than the gout last year with it. So if you've ever had gout, very, very painful. If you ever do get it, good luck, because it's horrible. But when we were on the cruise this year, my leg did swell up quite badly, as did my ankle. And that wasn't even going on a plane, that was just on a cruise ship. And I think it was the heat in the walk-in. So, 2 recipes for disaster for the next a few years for the holidays that we've got coming up and planned. If you didn't know, we have got Euro Disney coming at the end of October. That is the last sort of holiday this year, and even that's a mini break, to be honest with you, 3 days. And then, as I say, next year, Julie and I celebrate 20-year wedding anniversary, and we've got a week in Orlando booked. I'm not going to spoil too much yet, but we have booked quite a few things already. And I will be doing a trip announcement, but that'll be next year now. I'm not going to do it this too early to do that, because you sort of, if you do it now, people sort of on their mind now and not thinking about it in a year's time when you're doing it. So it'll be next year sometime. We have got another trip to Wales, to a little cottage next year as well, just trying to keep costs down, because then the following year we've got Orlando booked again for 2 weeks after changing GCSEs. We have made the decision though not to go to Disney, and I don't know whether it's the right decision or not at the minute. We're definitely doing Universal, we're definitely doing SeaWorld, Aquatica, maybe Busch Gardens, Kennedy. It seems to be the common consensus, people want to do that. But to do all of it, you would never have a rest day. It would be park after park after park, and if anyone has ever been, you cannot keep just doing park, day in, day out. It's too much. I have sort of tried to do it, look at it as a block situation. In other words, 2 days in the Universal Park, then a chill day, then another 2 blocks, and so on, and then kept the weekends as it stands completely free, because they say the weekends are the busiest times to be in the parks, whatever time of the year you're there. So I've tried my very best to keep them as clear as possible, you know, in planning. And you may think to yourself, why are you planning so soon? And you're right, it is far too soon. But to build up a picture in your mind as to what is sensibly achievable, you need to sort of, you know, do a little plan. Even if it's on the back of a fact pack, I have done it on the computer, as you would imagine, just so I can visually see what we're going to do. And it's worth it, because people think, oh, it's all straightforward and you can just get up in the morning and go. You can't, because I guarantee to you, even if it's just you, you know, you and your partner, you'll both have different ideas about what you might want to do. In some cases, some of you might not even want to get up in the morning or have a lie, whatever. So it's good to sort of have a plan. And if that means having to sit down before you go, just you and your partner, you and your family, whatever, I guarantee it's worth it. And maybe I'm a bit of a freak when it comes to this, but apart from when we go on beach holidays, I pretty much plan everything. Like New York, when we went, again, we had stuff booked, so we were sort of planning things around those things. Obviously Euro Disney in a month's time, there's no planning going into that apart from maybe looking at the rides we definitely want to do. Apart from that, there are no plans. Right, there's a car coming, so we just need to watch Azra because she's a bit fussy around cars. Right, just bear with, guys. Carry on. Right. And I've got a secondary issue, my sock. I've got one of these ankle socks on, and it seems to have folded back on itself underneath my trainer, so I need to try and stop somewhere, otherwise the back of my heel's just going to rub. So you need to give me a second, guys, in a minute. Right, Azra, just wait a minute. Azra? Right, it's still here, guys. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Wait. Right. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. I am still here. If you are new to the channel, do make sure you like and subscribe. We are now 6 subscribers away from hitting the 500 mark. So if you can help, please do hit like and subscribe. Even if you don't hit the old bell to know when we're on, please hit subscribe. You'll see when the content comes out if you have a look anyway, but the bell is the best thing to do because it will tell you. we do these lives most mornings. Not admittedly when it's raining like it is, but most mornings, well, every morning we're out doing a live. Just depends on where it is and what time. Sometimes we are a bit later at the weekends, but during the week it's normally around 5 o'clock AM in the UK. I was saying yesterday, this is the only pub that's actually open in the village at the minute. The other one on the front, which is the one we normally use, is shut for refurbishment at the minute. I actually saw some photos yesterday of it, and it looked all right, actually, I must say. Very impressed with what they're doing. So looking forward to when it reopens mid-October. Maybe we'll take you along when we go. Don't know. Just depends on who's there, how many people are there, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, going back to planning and holidays, I'll end that with that. Ultimately, it's up to individuals and stuff like that, isn't it? But all I'll say is that when you go to places like, well, let me give you examples where we've been, New York, or any city break, Orlando when you're doing the parks, stuff like that. If you don't have some sort of plan, you will regret it. And I'm telling you this from experience. I went in '98 with a friend and his parents, and every single morning we got up. I'm going back far enough to remember when there were Ponderosas in Orlando. I think we stayed on the 192. I think that was the place to be. International Drive wasn't like it is now. Yeah, there were Ponderosas. We'd go for breakfast and we'd sit there and we would discuss what we were going to do that day. There was zero planning, and people would say, "Oh, I don't want to do that," or whatever. You just have to plan, guys. I'm sorry to say, just plan. As I said already, if you are new to the channel, do like and subscribe. It really does mean a lot. It is currently raining reasonably steadily. I did put the towels down for her ladyship when we get back. She will not be going upstairs when we get back. She will just be dried off and she will go in her bed, and she will sulk because she likes to go up and see Julia when we get home. But tough. This morning, I'm sorry to say, she will just have to sulk in her bed. She's the one who wants to come out as well in the mornings. An animal will tell you if they do or don't want to go out. Like when I let them out to go to the toilet, they both looked at me as if to say, "Do we have to go out?" It's just like, well, you're not going to do a mess inside, are you? So yes, go out. And as soon as I got her lead out, she was jumping all over the place. So she clearly wanted to go out. But she also likes going upstairs when we get home. That's her sort of routine, which is quite good because she goes to wake Julia up usually. But not when it's raining or whatever. So we're now coming towards the high road, where we will start making our sort of turn to make our way back towards the house. Obviously we've got a long while before we're anywhere near there, but this is the turn. It works out that this walk, guys, is exactly, because I've extended it a little bit with the science park, it's exactly the same distance we were walking when we were doing the country walk, which, as you all know, I far prefer than doing this. But even with the lights that I've got in place, with Azra's landing light she's got, and also the 2 lights I've got as well, it's just not enough when you're over the fields. And if you get too bright a light when you're looking, it just reflects off the phone anyway, so it's a nightmare really. It's the best of both worlds, what I've got, and the street lighting as well. So this rain is getting heavier, just for your information, guys. But at least we haven't got the wind this morning. The last couple of mornings, if you've been with me, it's been a real struggle because of the wind. At least you can hear me, even if I'm getting wet and you're not. Pick up. She really hates cars being on her side, I tell you. As I say, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you like and subscribe. We are 6 subscribers away from the magic 500 subscriber mark. And with your guys' help, we want to get there. And then whatever happens after 500 is up to me to make sure the channel does as well as it can. 500 is where YouTube start noticing you a bit more. So it's been a hard work. It's taken me a year, well, it will be a year in October, to get this done. Although I've been a member of YouTube for a hell of a lot longer. That's just as sort of a normal YouTube member, not doing any sort of real vlogging or anything like that. I've been doing this properly since October last year. And as I've said many times before, it is just a hobby for me. It will never earn any money because I don't have the time to put into it. That so many people who've many thousands of subscribers do. I don't know how people find time, to be honest with you. There's one particular YouTuber I follow. You may have heard of them, the Night Striders. And they are always busy with either one of their businesses or doing YouTube. I don't know how they find the job to have full-time jobs as well as YouTubing like they do. I mean, they've got over 100,000 subscribers. It is absolutely crazy how they find time for it. But good luck to them. I'm not moaning, far from it. I'm just saying, how do people find time? Let's say, if you are new to the channel, do like and subscribe. We are, as I say, 6 away from the magic 500. So with your help this morning, we can get a bit closer. If you are a new viewer, and in a minute, we'll be getting to the village centre, where you see that white cottage on the corner up there is where we make the turn towards the village centre, as I said. I don't know if the rain is coming out or not, guys, or you can hear it on the phone. Not sure, but it is now steadily raining quite hard now. Took me ages to find my rain jacket as well. You wouldn't think that in the UK because you think you need it all the time. But no, I couldn't find it. And the reason I couldn't find it is because I got soaked at the weekend and I put it to dry. There you go, a little shake from Azra. She's getting fed up now. And it had dried and it had been put back where the coats are, obviously. But loads of things have been put on top of it. So it took me ages to try and find it. I don't know why we've got all our jackets downstairs at the minute, because we're still sort of in the autumnal, or moving into the autumnal month, should I say, from the summer. Although you wouldn't think it the last few days, it's been pretty miserable. Right, guys, if you've been with me before, I'll just wait for this car to go past. No, come on. Right, fish and chip shop here on the left here. Not bad, it's all right. And then in front, well, I'll tell you a couple of other things first before we get to in front. Let's say, just whilst we've got to pause for a moment, do make sure you like and subscribe. We are 6 away from the magic 500 mark. On here, barber shop that I use, probably be going there at the weekend because I do need my haircut. I need my haircut now really, but I have to wait. Nail bar, another barbers, crossover. And then you've got the pharmacy there on the right, green cross there. And then next to it is the co-op. I far prefer going to that now than the Premier, which is a bit further up. Premier is always cold and always loud music on in there as well, and I can't be bothered with it. To my left here, where the blue light is there's the butchers. I'll show you the frontage in a minute. That is the butchers. Now we are going to cross here as quickly as we can. Come on, Azra, let's go. Come on. Got a lorry on our left, which Azra is hating. Right. Come on. Right. So don't even worry about it. Right, onwards. Sorry about that, team. Had a big Arctic coming through the village, which is very rare. As you heard, it was making a hell of a noise. And Azra was not happy with that at all. As you can see, still looking. Right, let's carry on. So, more people joining all the time. So, in advance, thank you if you can take the time to subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. We are 6 away from the magic 500 subscriber mark, which is the first milestone for YouTube, apparently. My first milestone was getting double figures. As I said many times before, this is a hobby for me, not a business. So I just enjoy doing it. I'm out every morning with her anyway, so it's nice to bring you guys with me too. We do different strolls. It's not always the same one. Certainly the weekends aren't always the same one. During the week it's a little bit samey. But we talk about everything and nothing. Sometimes people interact, which is nice. Makes it a bit easier to have a chat. But there are loads of people sort of joining up all the time. So if you are new, please do hit the subscribe. We are not far away from 500. Now we've got a dog walker coming the other way, which is a pain because there's probably going to be lots of noise. So just bear with me, guys. I'm not sure Azra's even seen it yet, but she will very shortly. There's probably going to be noise, so just bear with me. We are still going to be here. Enough. Morning. Come on. Come on. Go on, Azra. Onwards. Yeah, if you've been with me before, guys, you will know what Azra's like when she sees other dogs. She gets very excited, overly so. Right, come on. Are you doing a wee now? Letting everyone know you're sent. Come on then. On the left-hand side here, this is the hub. A little cafe in there, little library. There are some medical facilities in there, meeting rooms. Used to be the site of the old police station in the village. That was knocked down after we moved here, and that's been built since we've been here. Been in the village now 11 years. Well, it'd be just over 11 years actually, because we moved in April 2014. So yeah, over 11 years now. Although we officially moved in May, we got the house just before Easter, because I remember we were off and we were staying at Mum and Dad's, and we were backwards and forwards to the house, sort of doing jobs, because we had to have it all redecorated top to bottom. The carpets cleaned, a load of electrical work done as well. It was a nightmare when we first moved. Well, we didn't move in until it was all done. But like coming backwards and forwards, after living away from home for 10 years, going home again for sort of 6-7 weeks, it was hard work as well, as I'm sure people who may or may not have done it can resonate with. We were looked after well by Mum and Dad. And we are still here now, 11 and a half years later, or whatever it is. So, yeah, it's a nice little village. It is getting bigger all the time. Unfortunately, with new houses being built, I don't think there's much more room for many more now, sort of in the immediate village area. Maybe sort of further out it will happen, but for now I don't think there's much more going to be happening in the village. I don't think they've got any more room, to be honest with you. Who knows? you get a farmer that wants to sell his land, it can all change, can't it? But yeah. Right, we're now going to be going towards this, making a turn here left, and this is the road that we normally have been coming from when we've been doing the strolls when we had a bit more light. We definitely did this at the weekend. I think it was Saturday I did this stroll. It was Sunday we did the live stroll in Royston market. The nearest market towns are here. If you haven't seen that one, look back over it. It was quite good. I'm always going to say that, aren't I? You got a few thumbs up. So if you are new, please do like and subscribe. We are 6 subscribers away from 500. Once we get to 500, I'll say it once, and then people can subscribe if they want to subscribe. I just want to get to that first milestone that YouTube like. And then I think there perhaps is a bigger push on the algorithm on things. I don't know. I don't quite know how it works, but 500 is definitely the one they start saying, yeah, we'll take notice of you now. So we'll see. So if you can, do hit the like and subscribe and the bell button. So it does get a bit dark here for a little bit, guys. You can see Azra clearly with the landing light anyway. But it does get a bit dark because the street lighting along here is pretty rubbish. And we have got a bit of light coming up at the next road junction. And then we'll have better light when we get into the science park. So it is a bit naff, probably for the next sort of 3 to 4 minutes. Can't do much about that. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can hear this rain, guys, but it really is coming down. I don't know if you can hear it on the phone. There's not really many big puddles to show you at the minute. And it's not really showing on the lights either. But it really is coming down. Azra will need a good toweling off when we get back, and she will just go straight in her bed and sulk, because she likes to go up and see Julia when we get back from the strolls normally. But that will not be happening this morning. And every time I walk past her, she'll give me that look. If you've got a dog who's sulking, you will know what I mean. Right. Alright, so we're now going to be going into the next little bit of wooded area, which to say there's not much light, but we have got light from the science park already on the other side here. So it will not be long before we're in there. We might go this way today, actually, rather than the normal way. Come on, Azra. Your landing light's leading the way at the minute, girl. She's just having a sniff and what have you. Come on, Azra. Yeah, we might go this way today, show you something a bit different. If you've been with me before, you would have seen if we get to the end here and go straight on. But we've never gone right there actually, so we'll do that today. Shake it up a little bit, guys, shake it up. If you are sticking with me, thank you very much. It does mean a lot. I know when it's dark like this, it is very difficult to sort of keep up, but we will be back with the lights in a minute. These live strolls I knew were going to become more and more difficult as we were losing the light. And as soon as I came back from the cruise, I knew straight away I was going to have to do something. Because the difference in light from when we went to when we came back was phenomenal. It's just unbelievable how going away for 2 weeks you notice a difference. Right, so we're going to go right today. Azra, come on, come in front. You lead the way with your landing light. if you are new to the channel, we are 6 away from 500, so if you can take the time to help the channel and like and subscribe and hit the bell button, really appreciated. Azra, come on, right, come on. Even she doesn't know what way we're going, because we never come this way normally. So she's going to be sniff, because it's all new again. We have been this way before, guys, but not with you. With her I have, not with you guys. It's no more sheltered coming this way than it is the other way. I just thought I'd change it up a little bit. And where this comes out is, if you've seen before where I showed you the duck pond in the centre here, we come from the other side normally, but this morning we'll come out from essentially this side of it. So yeah, to give you a bit of a geographical idea of where we come out, and we'll come out sort of from the right of the entrance and exit, as opposed to the left where we normally come out from, where you've seen before. So you might be able to hear the rain on the top of the roof there. It really is still coming down. I think we've done very well, Azra, to be honest with you, to get this far and not get too cheesed off. My understanding is that's the entrance, sort of the offices, and also the food court in the science park. I don't know, I've never been in there. You can go in there for lunch, I understand, the normal general public, from what I've been told. Or it could be there, actually. I think it's actually that one, the Moat House restaurant. I think that's where it is, actually. I'll tell you a lie. So you've got a nice little seating area here. Nice little nature reserve. Yeah, there is a little pond there as well, to be honest with you guys. You probably can see that, actually. And then we're going to walk left and then right. Come on, Ezra. And this will lead us back up to the main entrance. Come on, Ezra. We'll go this way, actually, because we'll go past the duck pond. A little bit less light, annoyingly. She's obviously seen some rabbits or something. Azra. Or squirrels. Probably not squirrels like that at the minute. More likely rabbits. Come on. Good girl. So on the left hand side here, where you can see the ring, the life preserver ring, that is where the pond is. You might just be able to see it on the glisten of the lights there as well. It's quite a big pond, and there are ducks in there and what have you. They're probably sheltering this morning. Right, we're just going to go over the grass. Come on, Azra, we'll go this way. Azra, good girl. I don't know if you were with me yesterday, but if you were, you'll remember that we had 4-way traffic lights at the entrance and exit here. It was a damn nuisance when I came home from work on Monday, and obviously going to work yesterday. But thankfully, they went yesterday, so they weren't there that long. Thank goodness. Because they were a pain in the backside. 4-way lights. 2-way's bad enough, but 4-way, flipping heck. So in a minute, we'll be doing a right towards the entrance and exit. So we normally come from over there, which if you've been with me before, you will know. I think I'll deserve a sit down when I get home, guys, because I'm pretty wet and cold now. Although obviously I've got my rain jacket on, still feel pretty miserable, and she needs to be towelled off as well, because she is soaked. I know she is. Come on, Azra. Things I do for fitness, eh? My fitness, her fitness, and my YouTube channel. To those that are sticking with it, we're coming up towards the end now. You're officially the Iron Men and Iron Women of the group, so thank you for sticking with it. It does mean a lot. As usual at the weekends, we will try and alternate the walk to give people a bit of variety, but it will be a bit later. It'll probably be sort of nearer sort of 6:30 a.m. As opposed to coming out early when it's still dark. And even coming out at that time soon enough will be dark in the next sort of few weeks. And then the clocks will change and it'll be dark again. So, you know, we'll have to sort of probably revert to sort of doing these strolls with the lights on. But we'll make the most of it while we can. So we're going to be on now for about another 5 minutes and then we'll wind it up. So if you are just joining, thanks a lot for joining up. Do like and subscribe. It does mean a lot to the channel. We are 6 away from the magic 500 mark. That is the first milestone for YouTube. My first milestone was getting double figures. And it's just sort of grown from there, to be honest. And it's thanks to all you guys supporting the channel, so please do continue to do so. We've got Euro Disney coming up in just over a month. My intention, and I'll see what it's like, is to try and do some lives whilst we're there, but it might be more vlogging because it might be very difficult to do lives not knowing exactly where you're going to be and when. I might do a morning live, sort of having a walk around the hotel and the grounds and stuff like that, because I do like going out for walks if the weather allows it, so I can show you stuff. But I'll see how it goes. As I say, we're only there for 3 days, so it's going to be tough, but hopefully the vlogs will be certainly worth a watch. Alright guys, I think we're going to call it a day. I hope everyone has a great Wednesday hump day. Just think, when we speak this time tomorrow, we'll be on the downhill slope to hopefully a positive weekend. Cheers guys, speak tomorrow.